Hello students, welcome to Writer's Workshop. So let's get back to work on our how-tos. Remember, you're supposed to have a big list with at least 2 or 3 or maybe more how-tos. Then you were supposed to pick your best one or favorite one for right now. Don't worry too much about it though, because you can always do another one later. Remember, I picked how to make a peanut butter and jam sandwich. Remember, the next step is to use your imagination. You have to close your eyes and think really hard about exactly what you do when you do that thing. And we worked on that yesterday. Once you've done that, that's your planning, then you are ready to start to draw and write your how-to. So you just need a piece of paper like this, or another kind of paper will do, but you will definitely need somewhere to be able to draw some pictures. So let me show you. I went ahead and made a start with this kind of paper, and across the top I wrote how to make a peanut butter and jam sandwich. That plus is a sign for and also. So the first thing you want to do is draw all the different things that you need, right? In the picture box, you want to draw, carefully draw and label. It's like a diagram, right? And you're going to draw and label all the things you need for your how-to. So for me, I need some jam. I need peanut butter. I need 2 pieces or slices of bread. I need a plate to work on, a knife to spread, and I put a napkin there, both for sticky fingers, maybe after I'm making the sandwich, as well as while I eat. So step number 1 is, draw all the things you're going to need. And then you just write about them. This is just the first page, and we're only going to work on this today. The most important thing with the how-to is going slowly, step by step. So then you just start writing. You will need, and you can make a list of all these things. So see what I wrote. Here we go. You will need jam, peanut butter, 2 slices of bread, a plate, a knife, and a napkin. Okay, well, I did write down all the things I need. I made a big list, but I feel like my writing is a little confusing. First of all, I don't even have a period at the end of my sentence. And, okay, well, I guess I could go ahead and put a period there. But I also have to wonder, what about all of this stuff? It just kind of runs on, and I can't tell really what are the different things, or items in my list. So let me reread my list and see if I can figure out how to make it more clear. So there's a rule we are going to learn today, a rule about punctuation. So far for punctuation, we've learned about periods, we learned about question marks, exclamation marks, we even learned about quotation marks, right, when someone's talking. There's another kind of punctuation called a comma. A comma is like a little dot with a tail, and a comma divides or separates parts of a sentence to make it easier to read and understand. Now that might be a bit tricky for us to understand in first grade, but the important thing for you to understand, and you really can do this even as first graders, in first grade we use commas in lists of things, and that's exactly how we're going to use it today. So let's take another look at my list of things I need to make a peanut butter sandwich. And this is exactly where we need some commas, right? Because this just kind of goes on, and it's really hard to tell what is what. So if I reread, I could say, you will need jam, peanut. Well, it's not jam, peanut. It stops at jam, right? There's a little bit of a pause at jam because jam is one thing. Then peanut butter. Peanut butter is the next thing, right? So I'm going to put a comma after peanut butter. 2 slices of bread, oh, wait a minute, 2 slices of bread, right? That's the next thing in my list, 2 slices of bread. So I'm going to put a comma after that. A plate, a knife, whoops, a plate, pause. So did you notice? The comma is dividing the list, right? It's putting, and it's also putting a little pause, a little stop in between the items, because when we say it, right, when we read it out loud, we also give a little pause. So let's keep going. I'm going to reread. Sue, sorry about that. You will need jam, peanut butter, 2 slices of bread, a plate, a knife, another little pause here, and a napkin, period. You know what? I want to make sure my period is visible. So look, I had to put in a comma after jam, a comma after peanut butter, a comma after 2 slices of bread, comma after plate, comma after knife, period at the end. Okay, so remember, today was all about learning about the comma and the idea that you use a comma to separate the things in a list. So this is what you need to go do today to work on your how-to. You should have already picked what you're going to teach a classmate to do. What's your how-to about? You're going to get a piece of paper, like I did. Piece of paper. You are going to put a title on your page. You are going to draw a diagram in the picture box with labels of all the things you need. Then you're just going to write a list of all the things you need. And don't forget in your list to use a comma to separate the things in the list so it is clear and understandable. And that is what you need to do today. Don't have to worry about the steps yet. Today we're just starting with our first page and all the things we need. Okay, off to your how-tos.